it was a draw. We saw that it was going to be Kim Clijsters in the second round, possibly lead on the third round, possibly. Did you feel going in that your team was ready to beat this quality of opponent, or is this a surprise to you at the moment?
When the draw first came out, I wasn't really looking past the first round, and then, when I heard that I was playing Lina after I played Kim, I didn't really think anything. I just knew that it was going to be an extremely tough match, which it was, and that she's a great player, so I knew that I had to play well, and that's what I did.
Have you been building to this, though? Did you see this coming? Because you've been knocked out in the first round, all three previous Grand Slams, and now you're in the fourth.
Thanks for reminding me. Well, yeah, I've just worked really hard over the last few weeks, and I feel like I'm playing very good, and I've had lots of tough matches against some very experienced opponents. So, the way that I see it, it was time to start winning a few of them. Yeah.
Do you regard this as your best surface then? Or?
I think I would prefer to play a few more grass tournaments, but hard court suits me okay.
Or is it a question of now on trusting your talent as you have done so far, because it's got you the results, and keep playing your shots and playing with freedom?
Well, yeah, my game is based on being aggressive, and if I don't play that way, then I probably wouldn't be doing very well. So, I just try to go for all my shots, and even today my first serve percentage wasn't great, but I knew that I had to keep going for it because she was definitely taking advantage of my second serve. So I had to keep going for it, and that's what I did.
Laura, you talked the other day about the loss of Sharapova at the Olympics, and just wondering if in the short term you look back at that match as sort of a turning point for you mentally, where you felt like you really were close to winning, and you were on the cusp of really being some of the top players.
Yeah, in that match I definitely felt like I should have won the first set. It was extremely close, and then I just made a few silly mistakes and just didn't move my feet as much as I should have. And so what I've been working on since then is making sure that I do move my feet, and just continuously make one extra ball and make it a little bit harder for them, which is what I did well against Clijsters, and I seem to do it quite well today.
How do you remind yourself when you're beating those tight?
I usually shout at myself a little bit. Yeah, when it got tight today, especially in the second set tie-break, I was just, I kept telling myself, like, keep going for your shots, keep moving, and on my serve I had to keep reminding myself to use my legs.
There are a couple of umpiring issues in that third set, and you didn't get at all distracted. Is that normally your way, that you can just sort of put those kind of conversations with the umpire out of your mind and just keep firing away?
I wouldn't say I wasn't distracted. I was a little bit annoyed, but that's what happens from time to time, so you've got to deal with it. But I think being a little bit annoyed seemed to help me, seeing as I broke the first game and then held serve the next time it happened. So it happens, but yeah, it won't be the last time.
Because she was never going to get that ball that landed back on the line, was she? Whether or not it's been called in or out, and you had to replay the point.
Umpire didn't seem to think so.
Laura, you had Wayne Rooney tweeting about you and wishing
You call me Robinson. I saw that when I was stretching.
Hey, he blamed it on predictive text, apparently.
Can you blame that on predictive texting though? I'm not so sure.
Did it mean much to you to have people like that, other people in the sporting world talking about you, wishing you luck?
Yeah, it's great that he watched, even though he got my name wrong. But the more people watch, the better. Maybe a few people a bit younger than me have seen his tweets and thought, I want to play a bit of tennis now. So it's great, and I think James Corden was watching me today as well. I spotted him midway, like first set, and then spent the rest of the time trying not to wave.
Do you think, Laura, it's kind of too simplistic to say that you've got a new coach and you're inspired by having someone that experience coming to work with you?
No, I think the level has always been there. It's just in the last few weeks I've gained a bit of confidence, and the work that I've done with him has been very specific in terms of tactical stuff. So just in the last few matches, I think it's noticeable that instead of just trying to hit a winner off a tough shot like I have done in the past, I'm just trying to make a percentage shot back, and that makes all the difference, really.
How much of a factor has it been having a run without injury?
Oh, it's been massive, and it just makes so much of a difference mentally. You know, I just feel like I'm healthy, and I feel, you know, this is my third match, and I'm feeling fine. I'm feeling fit, so I'm really ready for the next match. But in the past, after the first round here, you know, I had needed a lot of physio work, and although I have an infected toe at the moment, it's not bothering me, and I'm feeling fine.
Have you always played low balls so well?
Low balls?
Low balls.
What, like slices, or just in general low balls?
You lose the point, and then you come up with this wonderful shot.
I don't know. Hopefully I've always played them well, but I think it's more of a footwork thing. Maybe in the past I didn't quite get up to them as fast, and now I'm getting there and playing the right shot off it. So, yeah, low balls, going well.
Laura, are you equally sort of pleased with winning a match like that in 3 sets, not just 2? You didn't just blow her off the court, you wore her down as well.
Well, you know, I had the opportunity to win it in 2. It was a really close tie break, and at 5-all she played 2 really good points, so, you know, there's not much that I can do off that. But I knew that if I just kept playing the way that I was and kept playing how I started the first set, you know, really aggressive and like accelerating more on my forehand when I had the opportunity, then I knew that she would struggle, and that's what I did. And I also think that I returned a bit more aggressively in the third set.
Or 3 weeks ago, we lost in the final round of qualies in Cincinnati. People were lost and you played well with them there. So after that match, if someone were to tell you you're going to be back-to-back Grand Slam champion, what would you have said?
I would have taken that. Yeah, well, you know, since it was difficult going from the Olympics straight there, and I left the day after our mixed doubles final, so maybe I wasn't as prepared as I am now for that tournament. But after that loss, you know, the next day I was straight back on the practice court, and just worked really hard since then. So, yeah.
Getting to the 4th round of the Grand Slam tournament is a major accomplishment in and of itself, but to do so, as just alluded to, by way of 2 Grand Slam champions at the age of 18 is a pretty remarkable thing. How much how do you feel about the path to the 4th round that you've had thus far?
I had a fairly tough draw, haven't I?
Yeah, you really have.
Well, you know, you have to beat who's in front of you, and that's what I've managed to do so far. And I think I play Stoza now, who's defending champ, so that's going to be really tough. And I've never played her before, so you know, I'm going to just work hard tomorrow and recover as best as I can for the next one.
Laura, you've always said that you've worked very hard on your speed and your movements. How do you explain the progress you seem to have made this summer has been terrific in that area?
I think this summer has been the first one where I've been injury-free. So then, you know, in the past I might have done 2 or 3 days of work and then needed a few days to get over another little niggle. So this time I've just been able to keep going, and it's been an extremely busy summer, and I've still managed to stay injury-free. So that's a big thing. But I've been doing a lot of work with Jez over the last few weeks, who is Andy's fitness trainer, and I like the work that he does, and it seems to help.
How much confidence did you take from medaling in mixed doubles at the Olympics into your singles, even though it's a different discipline? Are there areas from that experience where you can say, hey, now I can do this in singles as well, and maybe it led to that run?
Well, there was a few matches in mixed where I had to serve out in the match tiebreak. So, I think that helped in terms of being able to serve it out today. But I think I'm playing better now than I was during the Olympics, and I hit a good volley today at one point, so that was definitely helped by the mixed doubles.
But you played Stosa there as well in the mixed doubles, so you've had some experience against it. Do you take anything out of that?
I don't think you can really take anything out of that much. Mixed doubles is so different, and yeah, I'm not going to even take that into account.
You've hit against her though individually?
I've hit with her a few times before, but we've never played each other.
And how will you then try and attack her? What do you do? Do you get video and analyse over the next few days, or you?
I think I know her game pretty well. I don't think I need to look at any YouTube videos or anything like that. So I'll just have a chat to my coach the day of the match and, yeah, play as best I can on the day.
You said the other day that you were going to talk to Heather